Getting sacked is never a nice thing. I mean, has anyone, Ian, have you ever been sacked?
Oh,
no, of
maybe
course
15 to 20 times, probably.
I do not believe that. Tom, have you ever been sacked?
Unfortunately, once, mate. Yeah.
Oh, no. How am I the only one who's not been sacked before?
And then I turned around and sacked my boss and said I quit anyway.
Yeah, that's it, mate. I mean, I got made redundant. Is that the same thing? Who knows? At least you get a little bit of a payoff from it. But today is all about sackings because, of course, yet again, Chelsea have sacked another manager. So this is the Mullet Show on the Full-Time Sports Network sacking special, especially for you, Tom.
Never give up on us. Now we're on the road to you. Right now, all our dreams can be made. I will be kings of football again. England! England!
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the show on the Full-Time Sports Network. If you are watching, please like and subscribe, ring the notification bell. Even if you don't like football, basically, what the secret tells you is if you do nice things and you give out good, positive energy to the world, then it gives it back to you. So even what you would be doing there is by living The Secret, which is a great book. Go out and buy it. Thomas, how are you doing today, mate? You okay?
I'm okay, mate. I love the intro, by the way, because not only does it remind me such a great song, and I can't remember who the artist is, but each time you see the credits, you see another mullet that you forgot about, and it's phenomenal. And that's put me in a great mood, mate.
And only one footballer in there as well. So
doesn't matter.
They're all mullets. And here he is, our on airport live reporter himself, Ian Shaw. How you doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm in Hydra in Greece. Before the show, we were trying to do it from the terrace, and I was showing the lads the whole scenic view of this beautiful island, but it didn't work very well because the reception wasn't great, so I've had to move indoors. But the last time you saw me, if you remember, guys, I was flying out here, and by sheer chance, promise you, I saw Neymar at the airport, and my heart went to my boots because I thought, oh my God, he's going to sign for City, and that would destroy all the culture of Man City. So I hastily watched him head to the toilets, and I kind of ducked into the men's toilets, and I managed to ram the door closed and get this broom into the door so he couldn't get out. And I watched the front doors.
Where did you get the broom from?
It was
like Jason Bourne over it.
It was
like Jason Bourne. Get the broom, put him in there.
I saved Man City. I saved Man City from signing Neymar. I locked him in the toilet so he couldn't sign on deadline day.
It's one of those fantastic things, you know, when you're about, you know, you're swinging through the airport, you know, you need to get your Swift pint in at the Spoons, and you're going past, you're getting your suntan lotion, shampoo. Oh, the broom, just in case we forget that pack away.
The broom. We might see Neymar today grab the broom. Jason Bourne
it just came in handy. I just, you know, locked him in the toilets and you know, missed the deadline. There. It was great.
He's still there. He's
I think he escaped. Security let him out about 11:10, but it was all over by then. And I saved Man City from signing Neymar. You know,
you're not calling us from
we get this season. They can thank me.
You're not calling us from a jail in Greece right now, are you?
No.
You got away with it.
Now I'm inside with some dodgy art.
They let you join the Mullet Show. That's the good thing about Greece and their jails. Well, boys,
it's the #1 show after Benny Hill in Greece.
Who's Benny Hill?
R.I.P. mate.
He's big in Greece still.
I honestly I don't know who Benny Hill is. Who is he? Is that a bad thing?
Look him up.
Is he a bit dated?
Benny Hill,
incredibly dated.
Yeah,
dated so much that Colin Colm, who looks after us from a legitimate point of view, logistics point of view, he'd have a freak out if he saw Benny Hill. We'd be banned. YouTube would have us off the air.
So basically, Benny Hill is not allowed on YouTube.
Yeah. Well, we're going that way, I think, aren't we?
I think only in America. He's still big in
that is.
America. He's still big in America.
He's still big in America. I don't know if that that makes
Well-
well. I'll check him out. I'm sure he's an interesting fella.
Oh, I remember Benny Hill.
Ollie,
Yes.
get out of town. I've seen the grey hairs on your head. In fact, I've seen the grey hairs on your chest, never mind your head. You know who Benny Hill is.
Benny Hill. Benny
Yeah,
Hill passed away.
Ian, that's not very
unfortunately,
nice.
In,
That's not very nice.
in
I've got-
1992.
He's 92. Yeah, there you go. So I was
To Benny Hill.
10. Here's to Benny Hill, but we're not. This is not alcohol, by the way. This is
No.
just apple juice.
No,
Journey juice.
apple juice. Yeah, I've got some more apple juice coming.
Living by strict policies these days on the Mullet Show. Oh, right, let's talk about some football. Oh, we've got some comments. Look at that. Emma, who's new to the Full-Time Sports Network, almost getting it right. She will be presenting the WWE SmackDown. Yeah!
Woo!
Woo!
Straight to the
Thank
table.
you, Emma. Love it. Yes, my favourite show, and he used to say the one and the only silver one. Tony, how you doing, mate? Emma says first time watching, amazing. We haven't talked about any football yet, so do you know who Benny Hill is? Do
Yes,
you know
I
who
said
Benny
this
Hill
a-
is?
This is a Benny Hill tribute, isn't it? This is
Yeah,
our
yeah,
favourite-
Benny
our
Hill,
favourite Benny Hill bits.
Basically, it's called the Benny Hill Tribute Show.
And the impact it's had to the Greek society and wow, phenomenal.
Yeah, well, you know, Ian's in a jail in Greece at the moment, so we've got him on a bit of a time loop, but we'll get it in there. Now
But
let's
that's
talk about some football. So first of all, Thomas, Tuchel sacked. Was it harsh? And you've been sacked before.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting a decent payout as well, mate. So you know,
Still, it must hurt.
yeah, no. Look, there's clearly something that oh, Ian, love it. There's clearly something that hasn't been good with the new owners. It just look, and I've heard a bit of it today, but the thing that just makes zero sense is he's just spent how much money on X amount of signings over summer. He's had literally a week with them with a full squad. He's just signed Aubameyang, which is quite banned, to be fair. Aubameyang's like, I can't wait to play for Tuchel again, my best mate, and then literally gone within a week of him signing. Quite funny. But no, look,
that was definitely the best part of it. It was like, I can't wait to play for him again.
Yeah. But did you see the goal? Did you see the goal yesterday?
No, I didn't. I was
it was
playing
shocking.
computer games.
Nice, FIFA, yeah. Benny Hill.
No,
video,
this is a really sad game. It's called Grounded. Check it out. It's like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. That's all I'm gonna say.
Anyway,
it's not cool.
Anyway, no, he's look. I think he should have had more time. He credit the bank for what he's done with the Champions League, but clearly, new owner wants to put his stamp on him, but on the club. I love the fact that Graham Potter getting a chance at a big club. Rate him massively.
Hang on, has he got the job?
No, but he's odds on favourite. Trying to let him speak to him. He's clearly the one they want, and you can see what the owner's trying to do and trying to make his own little footprint. But yeah, so.
How many Millwall managers have been sacked in your lifetime, Thomas?
In my lifetime,
Yeah,
a lot, quite a few. Quite a few have left. Quite a few have been sacked. I didn't I was getting the stats out just because you've had one sacking in your lifetime, what 3, mate? We've probably had about.
actually,
Go on.
I've had. There was George Graham.
Yeah.
The
Rioch?
Stuart Houston count? Yeah. Oh no,
Oh,
I
is he
think he was
caretaker?
interim. Yeah, Bruce Rioch,
Yeah.
Wenger.
Wenger didn't get sacked though.
No, he didn't. So yeah, I think
No,
No, it's
maybe
mutual
two.
consent.
Thingy. Good evening.
Yeah, 3 maybe.
He got
3.
sacked. Yeah,
Yeah.
Millwall probably had about triple that.
It must be hard being a Millwall manager though.
No, it's actually any club has probably had triple that.
I got a few more comments. Good evening, gentlemen from Solo. Thank you, mate. We are playing by the rules here, Solo. we have cut down the swearing and we're drinking apple juice. Hooray! From the
Apple juice.
It's in a glass. It's in a glass and everything.
Yeah, and there's no brand, and we made it ourselves.
Yeah, I know that's a bit dark, but I like it. Solo finally getting the right time of day. Good evening, Errol. Tony saying,
Calimera.
look at all these managers. Mikel Arteta is outlasting. There you go. Ian, I bet you've probably seen a good few Man City managers come and go. I mean, you used to be absolute crap, didn't you? You were rubbish. You didn't win anything.
Absolutely. I was just thinking about that. I was thinking about. By the way, I put the cap on just to show solidarity with Mr. Tuchel there and commiserations and all that sort of stuff. So I'll get rid of the cap now. That was just a.
Okay. No, right. You don't want to keep it on for the full bit. That's fine.
Back in the day.
You do what you got to do.
Because you were saying like you were 10 in, I don't know, year 2000 or something ridiculous.
Yeah, but, a minute ago you were saying I'm
so
not
before
in my
you
80s.
were born, before you were born in the 80s, we had managers like Frank Clark, Alan Ball.
Remember him, classic. Everyone remembers Frank Classic Clark.
Never heard of it.
Alan Houghton. Just
Benny Hill.
Managers that came and went. I think we sat three in one season at some stage. It was Alan Ball was the Benny Hill of the First Division.
Ian, here's a question for you. Who's your favourite cult manager that we would know of? Like cult hero
Kevin
manager?
Keegan. No doubt. Kevin Keegan.
Yeah, fair play. Everyone loves Keegan. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I'd absolutely love it. I'd absolutely love it if we
2001,
love it.
Getting promoted back up to the Premier. Oh, what was the First Division? That was one of my favourite seasons with the likes of Sean Gota and Ali Benarbia and Berkovic. It was a great season, and it was a lot of fun with Keegan.
Nice.
I'd love it.
I like Keegan because my mum and dad used to work in Fulham at a school, and they used to use it as the car park. And Keegan was the manager then, and they were best mates. He's just like, I was just hanging out with Kevin the other day, and I was like, "What, Kevin Keegan?"
Ollie,
you
love him for another. Ollie, you love him for another reason. He did sport a mullet at one stage.
He did.
He did.
Pretty sure he's in the intro. Salo's digging. I think what we were saying about playing by the rules. Yeah, we play by the rules.
We were
Still,
good
you're
boys.
over the defeat on Sunday. Yeah, don't worry, Salo. We're going to come to that because
we're clean cut.
I'm going to come to that in Bovrill's bits because I had a bit of a meltdown on a watch along, which is never good. In fact, it just made me. Well, you'll hear it on Bovrill's bits.
Nice.
Okay, so Ian, did you think it was a harsh sacking?
Yes, it was. If you look statistically at it, it was very harsh sacking. But fundamentally, what's the owner called? Toby, the guy who's bought the club. Anyway, the American chap. Fundamentally, he seems to want to play, fantasy
Todd Bowley.
He wants
Todd Bowley.
Todd Bowley. Todd Bowley.
Todd, get over here.
He kind of wants to play fantasy football. He wants to make the signings, make the termination. And I think Tuchel was, demanding. He wanted to decide who they bought, etc., etc. So here's my theory. I think he'll be able to control Harry Potter. He'll be able to tell him who to sign, who to play, so he can continue to do fantasy football. So I think it's a control thing. We're probably not allowed to say this, but it's that.
Don't say it.
Say what you want, because we can't say anything else anymore.
Okay, it's a willy contest, and basically because they were evens, he needed to have someone with a smaller one.
Who's got a bigger willy?
It's basically a big swing. It was a big swing and willy contest. And Tuchel had to go, so he had to get someone with a smaller willy so he can manage the situation.
Big willy style. I was surprised though because I thought, maybe
just got banned now.
We've got taken down. Maybe they were going to go in a different direction to just sacking people all the time.
Yeah. But then we don't know that yet because Todd Bowley. This could be the person that he wanted. He was looking for an excuse to get Potter in, and now
Graham Potter. Like, if I was Bowley, I'd be like, get Zidane in here now, and get
Zygan.
Potter. Is that a marketable commodity?
Get Who's won the World Cup before? I don't
Let's get the American players in now.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
I
He's
mean,
gone
Potter,
and he goes to Crane.
Potter wins the Premier League. Potter wins the FA Cup. It just doesn't kind of the whole
Do you think-
thing
do you think-
sound great.
He
do you
don't.
Do you
He
think his
looks like
first option? Do you reckon his first option is Jesse March? We're going to go 2-0.
It's not. You cannot be serious. I would get him. I'd get him in his
John
manager.
McEnroe. straight
John
in.
McEnroe. Yeah. Get him in. He had the passion.
He had a mullet, didn't he?
I think everyone had a
He
bloody
did.
money,
He
mate.
did.
I think he did. Yeah, the good one. All right. So, I mean, I'm always happy when something bad happens at Chelsea. It's just great. So
Yeah.
happy days.
Yeah.
I hope
Not
they
really bad,
continue
though,
to
is it?
lose.
It's not bad though, is it? You don't know the situation. They haven't had a really bad start to this. They had a bad start. They've had a bad couple of games, but obviously got lucky in the weekend. But you don't know yet. They could have a great season. They could finish above Arsenal.
Actually,
Quite
I still think I know I made the joke about it. It's a
What?
control thing.
Sorry, no
It's
one's
a
talking.
control thing. Bowley wanted complete control, and
Not
Tuchel
Bowley.
was standing up to
Bowley.
him. So he's
gotta say it.
so
Say
he's
it
got to
right,
get
man.
he's got to get Potter in, and he'll do as he's told.
Oh, Potter. No, I
Yeah.
think he should get. This guy in. Hey!
Hey!
Hey, if anyone who's watching right now, that is Benny Hill, the Benny Hill.
Yes,
I
and
think
FYI,
he's doing his eyebrows there.
Um,
Okay,
Benny Hill
so
passed away 20 years ago, so that'd be a great appointment if they did.
love
Oh,
Benny.
that'd be-
Benny is a legend.
Benny
We
Hill
don't know it.
football manager. Benny Hill England manager. That would be funny.
Mm.
And I mean, he's got such a good name. You could definitely wove it into some good songs. Benny Hill, Benny Hill, Benny Hill. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. So, what I asked you guys.
Have you ever
is
heard?
to give
Actually,
me-
have you ever heard anyone chant? There's only one Graham Potter. I mean, how are they going to
No.
work Potter into a chant?
I just don't think Potter's that much of a Well, he's like a nice guy, but you wouldn't want to be him, would you? You'd rather be Pep or someone like sexy with a bit of bravado, or just Potter. who
Graham
looks-
Potter's blue and white army.
yeah. Potter just looks like he looks like a caretaker. You know what I mean? Like, oh mate, the loos in the boys' toilets are done. Can you go and sort that out? Yes, sir. No worries, mate. So what I asked you was some of the worst sackings, and this could be from either way because mine I only picked one. Ian, you picked loads, and Tom, you just gave them to me 2 minutes before the show. Luckily,
I've just thouut of anoture really good one.
I got them in there. So I'm going to start because Ian actually sent his through on time. So we're going to start with yours, Ian, and it's this guy. Never heard of him. Did he win a few things? Did he?
Who?
You can't
Oh,
see him on the
yeah.
screen. It's Claffy.
Yeah. So you're talking about a guy who'd won the Champions League.
God, don't we know it? Everyone.
No. Sorry, no, that was before Forest. So he'd won the equivalent of the Premier League at Derby County. He was a god in the game, and he'd taken over from Don Reeve at Leeds. And
Oh, Don
there's this
Reeve, I
fantastic
remember him.
movie.
Hello, Big Don.
There's this
England manager.
fantastic movie.
Yeah.
There's this fantastic movie called The Damned United with Michael Sheen. And fundamentally, he only lasted, I don't know, was it 50 days or something ridiculous at Leeds United, and they sacked him because he pissed absolutely everyone off. But then he went to Forest and won. I mean, he was in 3 Champions League finals and won 2 at Forest, and nothing, at the time, a nothing club. So I'd say that was one of the toughest sackings for Brian Clough. And but the other one I'd always say was poor old Bobby Robson. He'd finally got his dream job.
Bobby.
And
Oh, yeah, you
everybody loved
Bobby,
him.
you've got
How
to.
could they have
You've
sacked
got to go in.
How could they have sacked Bobby? Bobby.
Oh, but the thing is with Bobby though, he was Pep. Pep was his No, was it Pep? It was Mourinho.
No, it was
wasn't
Jose. It was Mourinho.
Yeah.
It was Jose
He knows his
Mourinho
translator.
was his
Have
translator.
you-
Translation
have you
by
seen-
Barcelona.
Have you seen the Bobby Robson documentary?
No, I haven't
Really,
actually.
really
Yeah.
good. You should check it out. It'll get you emotional, mate. Love
Look
it.
at you emotional.
Really, really good.
Did Jose learn everything he knew from Bobby?
Yeah, he learned
Yeah.
Portuguese, Geordie,
And no, I mean tactics and stuff.
Benny Hill, best
Foot-
YouTube clips.
Football stuff.
Yeah, I reckon.
Oh, Mike Bassett. There we go. Who's using the private chat here? What's going on this season?
Hey,
What's going on? He's using the private chat. You should just
that-
shout it out, mate.
I was just about to get onto it, mate. I was seeing if you could, incognito, see that in the private chat and think, right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get pictures of Mike Bassett. So when I say Mike Bassett,
Oh, I was
Yeah,
meant to
no,
find
mate.
a picture.
I was trying to be a bit professional because I
You're-
prepared literally
you're
2 minutes before
You're
the
way
show.
past. You're way past that. I just Benny Hill had to come in there. So what was your second one? What was it? We were on the second one.
Bobby Robson.
That was Bobby. We're on King Bobby. So on to yours, Thomas. Which one do you want to go with first?
Let's go. Just pick one. We'll just talk about it, mate.
Who is this guy? Julien. Yeah, my name is
Julien.
Julien. Look at that face. It looks like a guy.
Thank you.
That
Right,
piece of man.
mate.
No, we're allowed to swear in
mate.
French.
He looks like a new Tory MP. I love it. Get him in. He's a new secretary of banter. Look at him.
Who
He
is
loves
it?
Benny Hill. No idea. No, Julian Lopetegui.
No,
I haven't pronounced that correct, but he was the Spanish manager before the 2018 World Cup, who signed for Real Madrid, pre-signed for Real Madrid while he's still manager of Spain, and then got sacked subsequently and did not go to the World Cup. And I thought that was quite funny, to be fair, because he's just got them there. And yeah, mate,
What do you
fair
think
play.
he was thinking in that situation?
I want to go Real Madrid. Oh, man, you would definitely go Real Madrid, but you think that I've got a World Cup to concentrate on. Let me concentrate on the World Cup and getting the boys the best they can, and then I'll sign for Real Madrid. But then I think Real Madrid posted it. They're the ones that basically went, but obviously they went out and obviously said, look, we signed him, and then obviously the Spanish FA were like, nah, mate. Pretty ruthless though. What would you do? What would you do if you're the Spanish FA? What would you do, Ollie?
If that happened,
Yeah. Would you sack your manager on the eve of a World Cup, or you say, mate, let's see it through?
sack him straight away.
No,
Ian?
stay calm. Carry on. Have a beer. Have a sangria. Carry on.
How do they get on? How do they go on to the World Cup? They did nothing, didn't
That's what
they?
I'm saying. So he didn't get sacked.
Yeah,
they kept
exactly.
him in. They kept
They
him
sacked
in,
him.
and they did sack
No,
him.
they sacked him. They sacked him 100%.
They sacked this guy.
But he went on.
Yeah, well, I don't know
He managed somewhere else, and he was really good the next season.
Seville wasn't, or something
Was
like
it
that.
Seville, yeah. I mean,
Why does that always happen?
he had a great next season.
Yeah.
I've got a bit of an echo, guys. Are we okay?
I don't know.
I think it's you, mate.
It's not me. How is it? I've got a headset on. It's gone now. Anyway, someone's done something.
Yeah, Seville. He managed Seville when he won the thing.
Yeah,
He won
UEFA
the
Cup.
Of course he did. Of course he did, because they love winning the
UEFA
UEFA
Cup
Cup.
or whatever. UEFA Cup.
Yeah, mate. Bring back the Intercity Fairs Cup. That's what I'm talking about. The
Is that
Intertoto
the Intertoto Cup? Yes.
Cup.
Just so you know,
Man City once won the last European Cup City have ever won. Was actually, I think, in 1970. They won the Cup Winners' Cup final. So
Now that was a trophy. If I could bring back one European Cup, it would be that, because I love that. I love the fact that you win the domestic cup, you win the domestic cup, and then you play the other domestic cup winners. I love that. Bring it back.
we actually won that.
Yeah, that's probably the last European
what
silverware you won as well.
No, but I was getting confused with that, and I was quite young at the time. But I remember watching it. We won.
Is that with the halfway line? Is that the halfway line goal? Who scored
Yeah,
that?
Naeem, but that was the Cup Winners' Cup. But the year before that, we must have won the UEFA, the Intertoto Cup, essentially.
No, the Intertoto Cup. No, it wasn't a proper one. That was like a Mickey Mouse competition. I didn't.
We
really
must have won the
Mickey
UEFA
Mouse.
Cup.
Do you remember the full members cup final? I remember going to watch Man City lose 5-2 or something to Chelsea in about.
Full members sounds like.
Full members. It sounds like we're going to a snooker bar. Riley's lads.
I was thinking like.
Yeah, honestly, it was the full members
porno
cup
or
final,
something.
and I went there and I saw City lose to Chelsea.
Magical.
So,
God knows what it was. I didn't even know how he got in there.
Next one, Mike Bassett.
oh, we're going straight on. I didn't get Mike Bassett. You can't have that one.
Yeah, but you can have Mike Bassett. Mike
I haven't
Bassett.
got a photo of it.
Oh man,
Hang on a
Mike
sec. I thought
Bassett.
Mike Bassett was a film.
It's a fictional manager, but still, nonetheless, we're talking
So
about.
you're
Sackies.
using a fictional? Does he get? I've not seen it. You've just ruined it for me now.
You've never seen
Ricky
Mark Bassett?
Tomlinson.
Oh,
Yeah,
my.
Matt Bassett,
Mate,
England manager,
honestly,
Ricky Tomlinson.
like, you are ridiculous. Honestly, I've had enough of this. You don't know anything about football outside the Arsenal and a little bit of the Premier League.
Hey,
And I've had enough.
I know more about films than you've had hot dinners, mate. Tell you
Yeah,
that.
and you've never seen this
All right.
film.
So what was the football movie with Sean Bean in there?
FYI, the damned
Sharp.
United.
It was sharp.
No,
Sean
that's
Bean.
Michael Sheen.
Sean Bean.
Sean
Yeah,
Bean
Sharp.
was in a big football movie. What was it called?
Game of Thrones. When Saturday comes.
You said
Oh,
Saturday
no.
come.
Yes.
No, and it wasn't. No.
It was.
Roy of the
When
Rovers.
Saturday comes, you're right. When
Yeah, thank
Saturday
you.
comes.
No,
Dream
you didn't
Team.
get-
Manchester
that one.
United.
Didn't get that one, Tom, did you?
Yeah,
No,
Sheffield
mate,
United beat
no
Man United
one
in some
cares.
weird
For
match
Sean
or something.
Bean. Sean Bean is either Sharp or Boromir, and I'm nothing else. Next.
Yeah.
Sharp.
So just a few. Yeah, I do love it. Give him some time, for Pete's sake. Yeah. Solo, more than over the top of the league, mate. Yeah, we are top of the league, so everyone else can just,
Oh yeah.
you know, here we are. And look at that, Napoli are 1-0
Oh,
up against Liverpool.
Naps.
Liverpool not having a good season, are they? Okay, so I just picked one for my manager, and this was more because I don't know what he was doing. Well, I mean, what was he doing? Like, he's just got the England manager job, right? And you're sitting in a pub with someone, and surely in the back, I'm an idiot, right? But when I'm at Odeon, I don't go, well, look, mate, I'll get you in around the back door. Give me 700 quid. I'll give you free cinema tickets. To the, you know, it's just you just don't do that. You don't want to lose your job. Wasn't he like? Am I right and correct? He was like saying, "Oh, give me this much money and I'll do a talk for you," or something like that. It was just,
Yeah,
what was it?
he was tricked by some journalists pretending to be like some weird sheikh from the Middle East into a hotel with some dodgy money. I mean, it was almost like a comedy show. It's almost like we'd done it. We just put a few sheets over our head and said, "We're Sheikh Yamani. Do you want to meet us?"
What was he selling? Because no one really gave a toss about what he actually.
It was. I can't remember. I really can't remember what it was because it was.
I swear it was like talks or something. And I'll come down and I'll do a talk for you. Anyway, the point is, you've just been hired as, and to be fair, I would have loved to seen how that went, wouldn't you? Sam Allardyce as England manager.
But could you imagine if he'd won the Euros or something, it'd have been Sir Sam Allardyce?
Well, he won the Euros.
He should have been knighted after what he did with Bolton.
What you mean, breaking so many great players' legs with his disgusting style of play
at Bolton?
Yeah, don't give me that, mate.
Yeah, he had an unbelievable team.
No, he was the one who started it.
Do you remember the team that is 100% record? So fair play. You can't pull that.
He was responsible.
He had like JJ Okocha, and he was fantastic.
Yeah,
it's funny enough.
Yuri Joykov, Ivan Campo, Herrero. Oh,
yeah.
It's funny enough. I was working.
Fernando Hierro. Who would imagine Fernando Hierro would have ended up there?
Well, funny enough, Ian, I was working at the Bolton Stadium for the Bolton Football Club Christmas do, and I had. Is it Juve? Was it Juve at my bar?
El Hadj Juve.
He was at the bar, but he weren't drinking a lot. Kevin Nolan, he was on my bar, and he was just bottles of champagne. He must have bought about 25 bottles of champagne. He was loving it. And they were all getting absolutely hammered. It was great. Except for Juve.
Kevin Davis, was he there? Kevin Davis,
he was on my bar. They were all on my bar, mate. I'm telling you.
Good, mate. Good player, Kevin Davis, mate. Raven.
Yeah, dirty, though. He was a dirty.
Yeah. Come on, mate. Just because they beat you a few times.
Yeah, he had something like the record bookings.
He's supposed to be impartial.
They broke legs. They ended some of our players' careers, and it wasn't very nice.
Yeah, I know, but
they were the ones who started all of that. So anyway, moving
on. You're right. Do you want to talk about it?
Are you not getting mixed up with Wimbledon?
Yeah, man. Come on.
No. They started it on Arsenal when it was like, oh, I don't like it when you get up them. And then everyone just said, well, we'll just start smashing Arsenal, breaking legs, what
Just
have you.
Arsenal.
Yes.
Just
Okay,
Arsenal.
yeah, it's true. Just Arsenal. That's just, we were the best back then.
Let's get the violin out, mate.
We've
Come
got to talk a bit about VAR.
on.
VAR, what an invention I put it. You must love it, Tom, because you don't have it in.
Oh, mate, we've got our own controversies in the champs, mate, and I'll fill you in a bit, boys. But carry
what's
on,
been happening, Tom?
mate. Everyone just thinks the Premier League and that's all that exists, you know. But we had some controversies. Huddersfield. It was Huddersfield. Can't remember they played on Sunday, but there was we've just got goal line technology in the Championship, and it doesn't actually work. There was a goal that was scored, and the referee was looking at his watch, didn't go off, and didn't go in.
I heard about this.
You did?
Yeah.
Wow, you heard about that
on a podcast.
Oh, that's cute.
I heard it. It went a bit crazy in the ground.
When you kick off? No, sorry, at Arsenal, wouldn't you throw your cucumber sandwiches?
First of all, there ain't no sandwiches. Although I did go to Spurs on Saturday, and the food in Spurs did look rather nice.
You went to Spurs?
I did. I was in the Fulham end. I went to Fulham versus Spurs, and Spurs versus Fulham in the Fulham end. You know, the funniest bit of it was though, I thought all these people next to me were Tottenham fans, so I was swearing at them, going, "Oh, you know, f you, yes." And then I kind of look back, and they were all bloody Fulham fans. I just mugged off a load of Fulham fans. But I was hoping.
Were they posh, the Fulham fans? Would they say, "Oh, who are you? Who
they
do
had
you
the
support?"
cucumber sandwiches.
I'll be honest.
Terribly nice fellows, these Fulham fans.
I'll be honest. When Fulham scored, I probably celebrated more hard than any of them.
Hey.
I
was about to say, Ollie, had you literally been effing and blinding any other fans? I don't think he would have made the second half. But
no, I just think they thought, oh, maybe he's talking to them not up there.
Oh, maybe he's just got, maybe he's special.
Just hate Tottenham. So let's get to the most important one. Man United Arsenal. The foul by. Well, apparently by Odegaard. Love
how impartial the show. That is by far the most out of all of them. You're starting with that.
Yes.
You're starting with two clear goals and offside with Man City, which should have been not offside. And you're going with something that is 50-50. Had that been the flip side, had that been the other way around, you would be saying that is a foul all day long.
I just want to know, Ian, did you think it was a foul or not?
Yeah, but I just think everyone gets too excited.
No, it wasn't.
Hang on, hear me out. It's all about swings and roundabouts.
You're talking about players like Sean Goater, mate. If Sean Goater put down,
no.
Sean Goater wouldn't go down though, mate.
Right. Let me take you back the previous week, when City were 2 down to Palace, and managed to come back and win 4-2 or whatever. But Palace did score, really. When they took the ball out of Edison's hand, he had let it go. City could have lost that game. It's just the way it goes. And yet the following weekend, when City could have lost to Villa, if the referee hadn't played advantage, it's just swings and roundabouts. What you win one game, you lose the next game. I think it all evens out in a season.
I disagree.
It's my thing. But they need to get a grip, because VAR should be better.
Look, I'll jump in on it.
Referees are wimps.
I think, look, if to be fair, was it a soft challenge? Basically, look, has he got the ball? No. Has he gone for the ball? No. Has it been a bit soft? I think the way the Premier League's been played, I know VAR's got it so wrong, but generally this season they've let things like that go.
This is my point. This is my point, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So against Villa on Wednesday night, the guy pretty much hauls down Ramsdale. They let it go. It's a goal. Fine, right? So when a foul like this, which is so insignificant compared to that one, gets given as a foul, there's no consistency. Also, Why is the dickhead on VAR like go and look at this? Because the referee's clearly seen it and said it's not a foul, and then it's meant to be a clear and obvious error. If you're staring at it for 5 minutes, that clearly means it's not an error.
The referee needs to have the faith. The referee needs to have the conviction to say, "I don't agree with that," which was the case in one other game in the Premier League, where the referee said, "No, I'm not going with that." By the way, Napoli scored a second against Liverpool.
I've just seen that. Yeah. Mate, you're so lovely. Do you know what? When VAR first came in, the thing is, and have we done this podcast? We could go back and you get a clip of me saying this. I always said, one thing I used to love about football was the controversy. You could talk about something happening on the weekend, and I generally thought that with VAR, we're never going to have these conversations again. Turns out we're going to have 3 or 4 things every single weekend. It's going to be even worse because you can't blame human error. And I think,
the Chelsea one.
Oh, that is ridiculous. That is ridiculous.
The thing is, I think that was more of a foul than the Odegaard one.
I'm telling you.
And it still wasn't a foul.
That was never a foul. The Odegaard was a foul.
West Ham are going to do okay this season, you know?
The who?
West Ham.
They're going to do a what?
Yeah. They're going to do okay this season. They're picking up speed.
Oh, okay. You said okay. I thought they were going to do okay this season. I don't know what you were saying there, mate. You think they'll do okay? They're not doing very well at the moment.
Yeah.
Ian.
Oh, mate, we're 7 games in, aren't we?
They're improving every game, though. West Ham will do good.
Mate, they're going to be... Ian, I'm with you all day long.
Right.
I just think that was the worst decision I think I've ever up there with the worst decision I've ever seen. That was never a foul.
I'm pretty sure all the worst decisions come against Arsenal.
No, okay. Outside of Arsenal, when you've actually got your neutral hat on, and you're
hey, you know me, I never have a neutral hat.
But it was that was the worst decision, and that was and also the Palace one, the Palace Newcastle. I thought that was absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Didn't see that.
He pushed it.
Yeah, Palace didn't get. Palace got lucky, but they didn't get lucky against City. So it just evened out, didn't it? Really?
It didn't even out for me. It doesn't ever even out for me. This is the problem.
It's all about
what
you,
I'm
mate.
upset about. No, it's
Ollie, Arsenal away at Zurich tomorrow. Yeah, can we follow that?
We are. Yes.
Zurich, big club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What flight are you getting, Ollie? I said you wanted to go away.
I'm actually going to Dublin tomorrow.
Yeah.
Why?
Nice.
Because I'm going to a wedding.
I'll tell you the thing about Thursdays though, the thing about Europa League, you put a spin in it, you could go away somewhere nice for the weekend.
Well, I mean, the great thing about it is Guinness, and the Guinness in Ireland is.
I was just generally not talking about, I was actually talking about football for a second.
Can digress. Seriously, Ollie, you're going to go to the Guinness factory. I went there about a year ago, and they had all these tasters of Guinness. It was great. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I mean, I walked past it.
There's different variants of Guinness. Wow, mental. I thought it was
there's African Guinness. Apparently, Africans taste a lot different, but it's very nice. Anyway, moving on.
It was really good. You should do it. It's a bit like when you're walking through New York and you have a McDonald's. It tastes better than it does here. Like Guinness tastes better in Dublin.
Do you just go to New York to have McDonald's, Ian?
You're cultured. Ian, you're cultured. How's the McDonald's in Hydra, wherever you are?
Ian's a don, mate.
No,
I'm going to McDonald's.
I once went
in New York
a couple of years ago. I was in Lebanon, and in Beirut, I went to this McDonald's in Beirut, and honestly, it was one of the best McDonald's I've ever been to.
Yes.
I even went in the midnight. I did this mental trek a few years ago. I was on holiday in South Africa. I was in Cape Town, and the girl I was with decided that she felt hungry. It was like 11 at night, so I said, "No problem. I'll just hop across town to McDonald's."
Take us somewhere nice.
I tell you, I walked in there. The whole place went silent. It was like I ran this gauntlet. I had 2 Big Mac and fries, and the whole restaurant was silent. And I walked back out again. I thought I was going to die. I got back to the
You should have
hotel
walked
room
in
with
there,
a big
mate. You
surprise.
should have walked in there, Ian. You should have walked in there, and I'd have 2 filet fish, mate. And that is a sign of a real man. That is a sign of a real man. He walks in there and goes, I'd have 2 filet
love
fish.
the
I always say, you know, of something
Cadbury's-
about someone who has a fillet fish.
Yeah, I know. I agree.
Right.
But you know, fair play. No, they've got kahunas.
Yeah.
Ian, you're a well-travelled man. I once took Ollie to Bermondsey once, and he said that was the most cultural experience he's ever had.
Bermondsey,
No, it's
I
when we
used to
went
live
to
in
Millwall.
Bermondsey.
It's when we went to
I
Millwall.
used-
Anyway, moving on.
I used to
moving
live
on.
it. I lived for a long time, not far away from Millwall. I lived in Bermondsey, SE1.
Millwall.
Comedy
But
lines. It's
There we go.
SE16, but
now
SE1
he,
is
now he
London.
goes to Lebanon just to get a McDonald's. I wanted to
Yeah,
talk
for a
about
burger
this
or
story.
Cape Town from McDonald's.
Love that. I love that. But no one
yeah.
messed
Witch
with you,
doctor.
man, because it was like falling down. You walked in there with a gun. You were like, yeah, don't mess with me. I locked Neymar in the toilet.
I want filet of fish.
I'll have 4 fillet of fish, please.
Yeah.
Some mozzarella sticks and an
Yeah.
orange juice. Oh, and you know what? Throw
Throw the fruit
cucumber-
bag in. Throw the fruit bag in.
Throw a fruit bag in, just because I'm feeling a bit wild today. I wanted to talk about this story because I read it the other day, and obviously I'm like 2 weeks behind, and I'm just like, yeah, what this happened the other day. Did you guys hear about this story about Mbappe and Pogba?
Yeah.
So
Who?
basically,
Yeah.
Pogba's
Okay.
Pogba's brother came
Yeah.
out and said,
Yeah.
"Listen, you want to watch out for Pogba because he's got a witch doctor, and he's putting spells on you with Mbappe, and all of this crazy stuff." And then Pogba came out and was like, "Look, I had this group of friends. Don't know how you can call them friends." Who have been trying to extort me for quite some
Yeah.
time now.
11 million quid they want out of him.
Yeah. But apparently Pogba's come out and said, "Look, bro, I've got to be honest with you. I've used witchcraft before, but I would never wish that on you, Mbappe, because you are just a good friend of mine."
Well, so he's actually like, I heard the original story. I heard his brother said that basically he's been using witchcraft. But has he actually Pogba said that I've used witchcraft?
From Sports Brief, I don't know how.
That's solid source, mate. That's solid source.
Juventus stalwart Paul Pogba has conceded to resource into the reach of witchcraft, but not to cast a spell on teammate Kylian Mbappe. The 29-year-old French international told police investigators he only reached out for the services of the witch doctor for humanitarian purposes.
No, come
What a
on.
legend! According to reports, Paul Pogba has changed his phone number twice. Oh God, such a hard life. At the start of the case, to escape blackmail, which he was the victim of, without success. Listen, Paul, we all get messages. I got one today that said it was a bit suspect. Your passport has a £1.45 shipping fee. Come on, bro. I paid to have the shipping fee included. Pogba, I know they're not trying to blackmail me, okay? I'm not going to click in that thing. So that's good. Ian, I'm going to come to you.
Can I read to you a sec? Oh, Ollie, just bring me in on this a sec. Right, I want to add to this. Okay, I'm reading because I knew there was a curse, like a witch doctor, that was put on Pep Guardiola, yeah? Are you ready? What was the Yaya Toure curse on Pep Guardiola? The curse was real. Fans highlighted that Yaya Toure hoodoo on Pep Guardiola and Man City from 2018 after the Stars agent insisted African shaman won't let him win the Champions League because he benched Yaya Toure in his final season. So apparently an African shaman had put a curse on Pep Guardiola.
I mean, I think that sounds about right. Really?
So maybe that's why we've never won the Champions League, because Yaya Toure got some African shaman to put a curse on Pep Guardiola.
Let me put a question to both of you actually. How much would you claim? No, actually, here we go. How much would you extort your own brother for money? What would be the price?
I mean, he extorts me, my brother.
We should get him on the show. He'll be good. Bands.
I know he's a bit shy though. He gets a bit like,
Oh, mate, there's a lot of viewers, mate. There is a lot of viewers, to be fair, mate. So
yeah, there is a lot. There's actually 0 watching right now.
Yeah,
Right?
I'd get zip arm. I'd get zip arm my brothers. I could kidnap my mother, threaten them, and they'd still say they wouldn't pay.
How about you, Thomas?
how much?
How much?
Do you want the honest answer?
Yes. There's
Which
lots of
it depends. It depends on which brother.
Clip that. We're going to show it to the brothers
Yeah.
on the show.
Can't wait for it.
That is so funny. So we've got to move on though.
What was the sauce, by the way? I love that sauce.
The brief. The brief.
Legit.
Sports-
It is legit.
sports-
It
Sports
is.
brief. Yeah. It says stand with Ukraine next.
Is it- does-
Hang on,
does it say-
Napoli have
does it say-
scored a third. Napoli have scored a third.
No way. Liverpool getting
Yeah.
battered.
Great.
It's half time.
It's not even
How
half time.
Wow.
How far do you think
Jurgen
Okay.
Klopp out. Potter to
It's
be the new
sad.
Liverpool manager.
I mean, for
It's
God's
funny though
sake,
because
I
if
can't
Klopp
believe
got
Liverpool are 3-0 down, and they've got a defence with Gomez, Van Dijk, Robertson, and Alexander Arnold. I mean,
Yeah, but Alexander Arnold's not a good
I don't
defender.
get it.
so
No, I
I'm
don't
looking at
think
Liverpool team now, and they're 3-0 down at half time.
That's
I think it's-
crazy.
I think it's the midfield.
Yeah.
Like
What they got
Henderson
behind?
is running out of legs.
Yeah, and that's his
It's
game.
all Mane, mate. It's
Fabinho,
all
Milner,
Mane.
What,
Fabinho.
you just said
Milner,
Mane
Milner,
put a
and
witch
Elliott.
doctor curse on Liverpool after he left. Is that what
I
you're trying to say?
basically,
Yeah,
I just
you're
clicked to
right.
the
You
next
Are
article.
you writing an article for the sports brief right now?
I-
It's not
I,
posting
cli-
it.
I clicked to the next article on Sports Brief and it says Mane gets witch doctor to place a curse on Liverpool. And it's worked. And it's worked. Oh dear. Just so you know, if you ever wanted a podcast that talked this much intently about witch doctors, then the Mullet Show is the show for you. Please like and subscribe. If you've lasted 45 minutes, then well played, son. But even if you don't like football and you hate everything, it's still a lovely thing to do. We all love you. Bloody,
Great
blah.
for families.
All right.
Recreation is, especially if you're enjoying watching a bit of Benny Hill, enjoying a filet o fish.
I'm just texting one of my Liverpool mates.
There's Adrian. Julian got in there. Who says we don't have fun on the Mullet Show? Honestly, I'm laughing so hard right now.
Mate,
Big
literally.
shout out to Adam, who I actually forgot that he said it's his anniversary today. Or it's his
fair
birthday.
play.
So, yeah, I hope you're having a good time, mate.
Let's get them on the show.
Okay.
Go for them right now.
That's it, mate. That's what it's all about. We will do a show one day when we just take loads of recreationals and see how it goes. You know, say that recreational sport.
Yes.
So, the weekend review.
Mm.
This is the point where I take all your predictions and I put bets on for them and see if they come in. FYI, no
Right.
one's done very well so far. So, and in this one, I wanted to include Millwall. So,
Oh, nice,
basically,
mate.
Tom,
That's nice of
I
you,
want the. I'm a
Thank
nice
you.
guy like that.
Who
I
are we
wanted-
playing? No. If you
You don't
really
even know
do
who
more,
you're playing.
who are we playing? No, who are we playing?
You are
You might know the
playing
team. You might have heard of them.
Sunderland away.
There you go. Big game, that.
Okay, so here we go with the predictions. I need to write them down because I never remember anything and I can't be bothered to watch it all back. Sunderland versus Millwall. What we going? Thomas.
Got a big win on the weekend. Needed it. Lost 3 on the bounce. I'm actually gonna go 1-1. I'm gonna
Draw.
completely. Yeah, we played away. We've got a terrible away form. Sunderland have just got the ex-Blackburn manager. His name sits on my mind at the minute. Good manager. We all know him. You'll recognise the name. Can't remember his name. But anyway, it'll be 1-1.
1-1. Okay.
1-1.
Ian,
Oh,
Ian,
yeah.
what are you thinking?
Tony Mowbray.
Millwall.
Tony
That's the
Tony Mowbray.
one, Tony.
Tony
Big
Mowbray.
Tony. Oh, to Tony Mowbray. What a guy.
Not to be confused with a pork pie, which
Yeah.
always reminds me of.
Nice. Glad. And that is a great insight
That's
to Ollie's
Melton
mind right
Mowbray.
now.
Yeah, keep watching the show for more of those great insights. I never like the stuff in the middle though, that fact.
No, but the genitive.
From Tony
Yeah,
Mowbray
no,
Genitive,
to
no, I
Melton,
agree with that.
Tony Mowbray to Melton Mowbray.
There we go. There we go.
And that's
Melton
where
Mowbray.
that's all of our viewership right there. If Melton Mowbray to Tony Mowbray's, all the Mowbrays, pick them up.
Okay. So your prediction, Ian? You going Mowbray?
Right.
Or are you going Jose?
I don't know.
Okay.
Anything. What are we talking about here? Are we talking about the Premier League or the Championship?
No, we're doing this special one for Thomas because he's a.
Come on in.
Okay.
Look, just humour me. Don't, mate.
Sunderland versus Millwall. Is it Millwall at home?
No, it's Sunderland at home because they come first. Ian.
Right. Okay.
Sunderland versus
have
Millwall.
just-
Come on.
They did everything backwards in Greece. They did everything back. He's been there for too long.
Hang on, I know what I'm
He's been
talking
getting too many beatings from the prison guards.
He's had too many
Sunderland have just
Uzos
lost
to
their
name
manager. Millwall did win their last game, and Sunderland have just lost their manager.
We are
so
running
I
out
would
of time,
probably
Ian,
say,
so we do have to be quick.
a win for Millwall. A win
Oh,
for
win
Millwall.
for
Come on, you
Millwall.
ones. Get in. Ian, I always knew I liked you.
Ian, look at that. I didn't think that was going to come.
I'm just
Okay, now we'll get.
I'm following the statistics.
Now we get to the important games. Premier League. Fulham, Chelsea, Thomas.
Oh, good. That's a good one. Oh,
Elf.
I reckon. Oh God, I want to say a draw. I'm going to say a draw. I'm going
Draw.
going 2-2.
Your odds are
No.
going to be good.
Home
Yeah,
win.
no, I
Chelsea.
love a draw, mate.
I
I'm going
reckon-
2-2.
What are you thinking, Ian?
Yeah. Well, if Potter's taken over by then,
The Potter is not
You
going
can't,
to.
No, I
he
think-
can't be.
Fulham,
manager
home win.
Fulham.
No, he won't
Look
be.
at you. You don't care, mate.
Fulham home win.
Okay. I reckon it's going to be a draw. I also think Millwall are going to win
Cool.
just because I love Millwall and they're great.
Thank you, mate. Score. When we have draws, I like let's get score draws. You know,
I
You
thought
can score
nobody.
draw
I
and
thought they were Millwall and nobody loved them.
I love them.
nobody likes
Love
us. It's
them,
not
Ollie.
love,
Nobody loves
likes.
Millwall.
I've been to see them.
Loves,
I've been to
loves
see
and
them.
likes is very different. Nobody
I've been to
likes
see
us,
them-
but a lot of people love us, including Ollie.
I've
And
been
the
to see
Millwall.
them twice.
Nobody likes us in the Millwall.
Boo!
Boo! Come on, you lads.
Okay, Bournemouth, Brighton. This sounds like a fun game.
Yeah, who cares? Move on.
No,
Do you
well,
need
if Potter's still there, that's going to be. Oh no, but
Right.
Garen's done it right.
He's not
Hey,
going to. He's
I'm
not
going.
going to be
I'm
there.
going.
You're not going
Okay.
another draw.
I'm going for a draw. No, I'm going.
Another draw.
No. I'm going Brighton win. Brighton win.
If
They're playing too well.
If Ollie's
I'm
going to
going
make some
3-1.
money at the bookies, wouldn't it be better putting money on who's going to be the new Bournemouth manager? Brighton manager.
No one cares about that.
Thomas Tuchel, Bournemouth manager.
Ian,
Hang on.
Bournemouth
Here's
versus
a
Brighton.
thought for you. You could have two clubs playing each other without a manager on Saturday.
It's not going to happen. He'll still be in the dugout. Possibly.
What do you reckon the odds are on Benny
Do we
Hill
know
becoming
what-
a manager
No.
of Bournemouth
Do we
in
know
the
what-
Premier League,
the
mate?
manager Brighton?
Ian, you got to pick a winner. Bournemouth, Brighton, please.
I
Oh,
don't care. Oh,
Yeah, this is the this is the
Brighton,
weekend review.
Brighton will win away. Brighton will win away.
Brighton,
Brighton's going to win.
Brighton win. Remind me not to do this segment next time we do it. We always find it quite fun. First time I've done it with Ian. I'm only doing Saturday's games, and I'll throw in Arsenal's on the Sunday as well, just because.
Oh, go on, mate. Stop taking time. Leicester Villa.
No, I'm going to pick better. I'm going to pick better games. I'm just going to pick the ones. Man City, Tottenham.
Oh, that's a
Tom.
good game, that. Good game. That's a good game. Oh, I am going for, it's got to be City. Yeah, City, I reckon 3-1.
3-1.
Yeah.
Gotta
Good record,
hope so.
those Spurs, to be fair.
Remember, they did the double on City last year.
They did.
City
But I
got a
just
dreadful
can't look
record,
past
but
them.
yeah, if we
I
can,
don't need to ask you
if we
this
can
one.
lay the ghost of Palace to rest.
I don't need to ask you this one, do I, Ian?
What?
It's going to be City, isn't it?
I'm nervous. I'm cacking my pants over it, but I think City
Do you reckon
might win.
Conte's got his number? Sorry,
Please
man.
don't
I've only got 2
swear.
minutes.
Please don't swear on the show.
No, I think bloody Harry Kane and that idiot with the big grins got their number.
Okay. So,
Yeah, he does
are you
his,
going
like-
with City?
You know,
Are you going
the
City?
clown who does that.
Are you going City?
Yeah.
Good lad.
Who's this?
Arsenal Everton. Arsenal Everton. Thomas.
Can't look
What's his
past
name?
Arsenal,
Son.
mate.
He does all that. He does all this. Son does this weird
I
thing,
love
doesn't
Hart.
he? And then he kind of grins like he's on drugs.
He's a great player. Don't be talking about Sonny.
No, I hate him too. I love that bit when he got
he's the top
sent
scorer
off.
this season.
I love that bit when he got sent off in All or Nothing. He was like, "What did I say? What did I do?" He was having a
Whoa. Did
That
not
was
know we're
just
going there.
a
That
Son
is honestly.
That was
sorry.
a Son impression. Okay.
To all of our Korean viewers, I really apologise for that.
We
That was a Son
deeply
impression.
apologise.
We
I
did.
thought-
We did not.
I
screen
thought
is
it
about
was
to get
quite.
blacked out.
Mate, you sounded like a character from South Park.
I thought it was quite
Yeah.
a good impression, to be fair. And there's nothing wrong with doing impressions about it, people. Is there? No.
Hey, it depends, mate.
Ollie, I
Depends
think
what
you
we
need to play the Benny Hill again. That's a Benny Hill joke, that one.
Oh, mate, Sean Dyche has been offered the Bournemouth job.
There you go.
Anthony
Thank
Herbert.
you, Anthony.
Love
Big
that.
up, lads. That's just been off of the jaw. Yeah, get him
That
back
is
in.
live on direct. So Bournemouth are going to have a manager by the weekend.
Who
He'd be
cares?
better going to Brighton.
Arsenal Everton, Ian. This is the last one because it's getting boring. now.
Everton are trying really, really hard at the moment, but Arsenal, I think, have got enough to win it.
Arsenal. Right, I'll
Couple
put
of
those
goals.
bets on the weekend.
You would like to think that every football team tries hard, though, wouldn't you? But anyway.
No, but I really like Everton. I've watched them a lot this season, and
What are
they're
they
really, really
doing?
trying hard for Frank Lampard.
What are they doing?
But no, Arsenal will have too much for them. They're going to win by a couple of
He
goals.
did have a meltdown on that All or Nothing, son. He did, and that's what he sounded like. It's just an impression.
No,
That's-
I'm not having
that's all
any
it
party
is.
to this.
What? Me doing an impression of Son?
No, I'm not having any party to this, Grasshopper.
I thought it was. I thought it was a good impression. All right, so on to the last bit of the show. Everyone's favourite bit. It's Bovril's bits. It's Bovril's bits.
Bobble
Bovril's
bits.
bits.
Bobble bits.
Bovril's bits. First of all, I was mugging off that Anthony on Sunday. I was kind of look at him, he's doing the old foot drag and all this luck. It's like,
Yeah, he
this
was
guy,
doing a funny foot action, wasn't he?
yeah, and then he went and scored, which really upset me in a way because when you're doing a watch along, people just laugh at you.
I want to see this watch along, by the way. Where is it, mate?
It wasn't very good. I nearly got it taken down. I always do something that nearly gets it taken down. But it is on Full-Time Sports Network if you'd like to check it out. So that really upset me. The second bit was this is just an impression of Roy Keane, just like my impression of Son. It doesn't matter if you win the game. It's just if you win the game, it doesn't matter if you play well. It's just 3 points, you can get a win on the board. That was my Roy Keane impression. A hip flexor.
I quite like that. I thought that was
I
quite
said
good.
a hip flexor. You're right. So I'm allowed to do an impression of Roy Keane. I'm not allowed to do an impression of Son.
Yeah, but
What a hip flexor.
your impression
What are you
of
talking
Roy
about,
Keane
a hip
was
flexor?
good,
It's
and
the
your
finished
impression
kind
of
of
Son was crap.
I thought the someone was good. That's what he sounded like when he was like, anyway, Roy Keane. I just hate that man. Like,
Do you?
I don't like him either.
yeah, I hate him.
Do you?
Hip flexor.
After he cropped Alfie Inga Haaland, I've never forgiven him. And
I've
how can he be on
honestly.
TV He's confessed
I
to
can't-
maiming a
I-
fellow professional. It's a
Yeah,
disgrace.
but Vinnie Jones is in Gone in 60 Seconds and he's got at least 6 legs.
Yeah, but
Now,
he can't
now,
stand
now.
sports.
No.
Mm.
He
I'm
actually
just
only says one sentence in that.
yeah, because he can't. Because I know
He's
this
been
fact.
emotional.
Yeah, because he's so bad at acting, they couldn't give him any lines. Isn't that what?
I don't know. We all love.
And
Vinny
apparently
Jones.
Nicolas Cage is amazing.
We all
Anyway,
hate Roy Keane.
I've had enough of this impartiality. I'm putting my foot down, and we haven't brought up Veneza at any point this weekend. What about the big games this weekend?
Who are Veneza?
Veneza.
Never heard of them.
Well, guess where they are,
Who's
mate?
Veneza?
Italy?
No, they're a local team in South London.
No way. It's got that Italian vibe to it.
Really?
Of course, it's an Italian team.
Oh.
You boys, honestly, you're so easy.
Oh, mamma mia! No, we're not going down this route.
No, you are apparently, mate.
Hey, I'm Italian, mate. So
Mate,
You've
I am part Italian. Ian.
We've now insulted the Irish, the Koreans, and the Italians.
no. Ian, we haven't. Ollie has.
Hey, it was just an impression.
Oh, he has. It's him. Get him off the air. It's all apple
Oi, look.
juices.
If you hadn't started talking
Gaga,
about,
you know?
if you hadn't started
You've
talking
gotta lay
about
off the
bloody
apple
Benny
juice.
Hill, when we're look 2-0 Arsenal, love that Anthony. Unfortunately, we skipped through that bit because these boys just weren't very happy with it, so we skipped through it. 3-0 down. But I
think
hope you liked
Arsenal
my
win.
impression. The hip lecture. What do you say, Mamma Mia? VAR.
God.
I think the bit about VAR I love the most is when the ref goes to the screen and you just see a whole crowd of people going, ah! It's just brilliant. It's like, oh, I bet he loves going over to VAR. You know what I mean? He just gets so much.
What are you talking about? Like the fans behind him just giving.
Yeah, the fans behind me. It's like,
what's he saying? Lecture.
no, ref, no, it's offside. No, foul. You won't. And the last one. Guess who's back in town? Yes, he's been on the show before. Oh, did I delete the picture? He's been on the show before, but he is actually back. His name is Diego Costa, and he's returning to the Premier League.
Oh,
Are you excited?
Yeah, you saw that picture I sent you. There was, when you look at Ruben Neves, he looks like he's 45. Diego Costa, and he's looked like Diego Costa's looked like he's 50 ever since he was 20, hasn't he?
Yes. Well, I think last week we did say he looked a bit like an orc or a troll or some kind of. Yeah, there he is.
I've got to say, he is ultimately like the ultimate S-housery player. Love that guy for it. Terrible if you're playing against him. Great if he's on your team. He is up for some absolute housery.
Love that. I actually got a question here from Anthony, who says, Oliver, do you think Arsenal will finish top 4? Anthony, we're going to win the league, mate. That was just a blip on Sunday, okay? We played better than them. We had all of the stats. We got mugged off with that first goal. It was a blip. But I'm telling you now, we beat Everton. We beat Brentford.
They're the big teams. They're the big teams. You lay your season down.
Yeah, I remember a season when Alex Ferguson, all he did was beat the crap teams and get a few draws against the good teams, or even a loss, and they won and won the league.
I'm telling you, if Ben White tries to play Ericsson offside and ever again, with Ben White doing that, you're never going to win the league. What are you saying?
I wouldn't know. Is Ben White still going on that sunbed machine? If we've got an energy crisis, is he still going to go on that sunbed machine?
Ben White can do whatever he likes on the sun.
Yeah, he's a good looking. Ian, I'll give it to him. He's a good looking fella.
Yeah, he's a great looking.
Well, talking about good looking fellas,
thank you.
Ian,
Steve Cooper again at Forest.
Oh my God, it's Napoli 4, Liverpool 0.
I think he's paying Diego Costa to come back to take all the pressure off him.
Who?
I think Steve Cooper.
Big Steve.
Big Steve.
Big Steve. I love Big Steve.
I mean, he's the ugliest manager ever to grace the Premier League.
Wow, that would be a great segment for next week. So let's not ruin it.
We've already done it.
Have we?
We've done it.
Yeah. Well, it's always been a main feature in Bother.
Things have got ugly at Forest.
Yeah, where's that picture? I can't even find it now. I've definitely had too much apple juice.
Yeah. Did you see? Eric?
Oh, here we go. Steve Clark. Is it Steve Clark? Is that his name?
Cooper.
Look at that. It's Steve Cooper.
Good looking guy.
And I named him Steve Clark. Oh, I created this.
Good ladies, man.
He is good. He is Gollum, isn't he?
He is.
Gollum. FYI, Liverpool 4-0 down.
Wow. Anthony, it must be the only Arsenal fan that don't bait Ben White. Well, I love him.
Did you say rate or bait?
Bait, who cares? All right, guys, we've come to the end of the show. It's been a great show. In the true sense of Benny Hill, it has been one of those shows where we've had a lot of laughs and there'll be plenty more to come. Thomas, do you want to share anything before you go? Any of your socials or maybe some charities that you're working for?
Yes, I'm doing a lot of charities. Have you ever heard of the place called Venice? I'm working for the Venice Tour.
Oh, yeah, they're down the road in Shepperton.
Shepperton, that's it, sorry. Yeah, mate.
No, you don't want to share. You just want to say, do you want to say anything?
Oh, I just want to say I love coming on here, speaking to you guys, and for all the fans in Venice that are watching right now. Ocho Veneza!
Yes! What are you talking about?
Forza Veneza!
What do you mean? Ian, do you want to share anything, our last words, or any of your socials, anything before we go?
Thomas Tuchel. All right.
Oh, lovely.
Rest in peace. That's a lovely way to end the show. I've been Oliver Cotton. This has been the Mullet Show. Please like and subscribe. If you've got to an hour and 5 minutes, then wow, I'm telling you. But there has been some great content on here. We will clip it up and repost it. We will see you next week on our regular. No, we're moving to Wednesday nights now, guys, because Arsenal in the Europa League. So we'll be back on our regular slots in Wednesday nights. Boys, love you and good night.
England!